Good day, people of YouTube. What is happening? It is Extreme Azure here again for the first time since the beginning of 2016. Wow, it has been a long time since I actually uploaded something to this channel. So much stuff has happened between my last upload up until now, you won't believe it. And this video is a big part of that because this video is about my flight that I took on Tame Del Ecuador. Tame Del Ecuador, that's the flag carrier for the country of Ecuador. I visited Ecuador in December, between December and January. I stayed there for about 5 weeks, and this is my flight to its capital, Quito, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, like I said, I stayed in Ecuador for 5 weeks, so that's a reason why I haven't been uploading anything. And even before that, there was just so much stuff happening. But that's not what you're here to hear about. What you are here to hear about is, of course, this flight. Now, of course, I'm not going to be talking the entire time. But honestly, this flight, this isn't my first time going to Ecuador. Actually, my first time was actually going on 3 years ago. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to record that at that time, but I was able to record this. Ecuador is a beautiful country. Let me just start by saying that Ecuador is so amazing, and I actually intend to go back there this October and stay there for an entire year. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff, definitely. But for this is my first time flying with Tame. When I went to Ecuador originally, I actually took Copa Airlines, and they're pretty good. But this time I took Tame, which, like I said earlier, is the national flag carrier for the country, and they are awesome. You know, their planes are fairly decent. You know, their fleet size is relatively small. They only have about 20-something planes. But their fleet size mainly consists of Airbuses, and this was the Airbus A319. This was either the A319 or the A320. I can't remember exactly for sure, but it was one of those two models. But anyway, it was an Airbus, and the entire flight was roughly close to 4 hours. So yeah, it's a pretty long distance flight, but we mainly went over Cuba and the Caribbean Sea, and then came down over Panama and then into Ecuador. So there was a decent amount of scenery, but mostly water. Where it really got pretty was when we actually were descending into Ecuador, and Quito is actually 9,000 feet above sea level. Quito is a mountainous city. It's one of the two major mountain cities, and the city that I actually stayed in was called Cuenca. But I had to fly into Quito since Quito is the capital. I could go on and on talking about this, and I just wanted to make this quick introduction because I love this flight. I really loved this flight. This is one of the longest flights I've ever taken. Like, just one of them, not the longest, but one of the longest flights I've ever taken. I think my one to Vegas that I took back a few years ago, which I do not have a recording for. I was much younger back then. Yeah, my trip to Vegas is probably the longest time, but I think this is about the second longest. But yeah, this was a really good flight. They have really good service. Their pilots are just amazing. Dang, wow. They're a good company, okay? Let me just say it like that. They're a good company, because if I keep going, I'm just going to keep talking throughout the entire video. So I'm going to shut up now and let you guys watch. Thank you for stopping by, and I really hope you enjoy the video. And I will see you in the next one, which will be coming, and I promise, very soon.
Esta aeronave tiene 8 salidas de emergencia ubicadas 2 puertas en la parte delantera, 4 ventanas sobre las alas, 2 puertas en la parte posterior, indicadores luminosos a lo largo del pasillo los guiarán hacia las salidas. Identifique la más cercana a usted. This aircraft has 8 emergency exits located 2 doors at the front, 4 overwing window exits, and 2 doors at the rear. The path marking system will lead you to the exits identified and is one to you. Si requiere información adicional, les pedimos leer las cartillas de seguridad que se encuentran en el bolsillo frente a cada uno de sus asientos. For your information, please read the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you. Les agradecemos por su atención y por habernos elegido. We appreciate your attention and thank you for choosing Tame. Tame Del Ecuador. Comandante Jaime Sánchez, les damos la bienvenida al vuelo 563 con destino a la ciudad de Quito. El tiempo estimado de vuelo es 3 horas 45 minutos. La ruta en vuelo se encuentra con buenas condiciones.
local. 12 de la tarde con 44 minutos, una temperatura exterior de 22 grados